All right, so we're getting to another AirPod Pro 2 case review, but am I allowed to say best AirPod Pro 2 case anymore? I feel like I've said that about 2 videos because I keep getting great cases and they keep getting better and better and better. So I don't know if I can use that term anymore to describe an AirPod Pro 2 case. But guess what? I'm gonna do it anyway, man. Look, this Caudabe Mezzo. If you're a fan of the Kadabe Sheath, which is one of the best cases out there for your iPhone 14 Pro Max, this is basically a sheath for your AirPods. It's the perfect way to put it because the design is the exact same. We're gonna give you that same clean and minimal aesthetic that you already know from Kadabe and also that you get from the Sheath. I mean, this is gonna be the same material, even down to a little gloss strip. They have the same gloss strip on top of the AirPods. So this is very similar. These right here go together. They're a thing. They are one when you were talking about your accessories. All right, so let's go ahead and step through it and let's talk about what I like about it, man, because this thing, I've had it on my AirPods for a few days and I absolutely love it and I feel like it's not coming off. I have no reason to take this case off unless something out there wows me, but I just don't know if it's gonna happen. So when you're talking about the Mezzo, very slick, very clean, very minimal case. That's what I love about Kadabe products. That's what you know, that's what they deliver. So let's go ahead and step through it. So on your top portion right here, the top portion is gonna be a snap just like anything else. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and bring out the other colors because they do come in a blue and the amethyst color if you have the purple. But when you're looking at the top, they have a little bit of flex to them, but it's still firm. It's not too flimsy. But one thing that they do that I love, every AirPod Pro 2 case person out there, man, needs to do the adhesive strip on the top portion. They give you that little adhesive strip. So when it's on, you don't have to worry about this coming off very easy. I don't understand when brands come out with AirPod cases but they don't have a top strip up there, so it just kind of slides off all lazily. I don't get it. You see what I'm saying? So they provided that little strip right there, which allows you to adhere it to the top, and that little strip isn't coming off unless you really get the wiggling and wiggling. You can still get it off. So don't think once it's up there, it's permanent. How I'm gonna get it off? It still pops off because I actually have popped mine off just to realign it ever so slightly so I can make sure I have the perfect fit on my case. So that's what you get when you come into the top portion. Now, what always gets me is going to be the bottom half of these cases. The bottom half of AirPod cases just never fit right. They just slide right off without barely even giving it any effort. That is something that I don't go for. That's something I don't like when it comes to my cases, all right? I was going to make a video talking about why most AirPod Pro cases suck, basically. But I might have to eat my words because there's some companies starting to figure it out. They're starting to figure out how you fit a case on AirPods, and that's exactly what they did here. Now, when it comes to this is basically going to be, and let me show you here on camera without it in there, it's going to give you that same kind of firm material. This isn't too flimsy. This definitely has a little bit of firmness to it to allow you to kind of move it around. But once it's slid in here, you have to really wiggle and pull to get it off. That's not a super easy pull. And then when you're pushing it in, it goes a little way and push it a little bit more, and you can really feel it snug in there to where this is not going to come off. And I'm gonna tell you right now, to give you a little highlight, I dropped my AirPod case something mean yesterday, leaving it at the house. It was legit like this height, fell to the ground, AirPods went flying out the case, and I don't even see a single mark on this material because you already know when you drop the sheath, you don't see anything. It's hard to tell where it even falls because of the material and the way it absorbs the drop. And I dropped this mean and picked it up, and I do not know where the impact was with this case. So for one, it's gonna hide your marks and dings if you are a person who drops your AirPods. You don't gotta worry about it with this case. You're not even gonna see where you dropped it. And two, when I dropped it, nothing came flying off. Like the bottom didn't come flying off, the top didn't come flying off. The AirPods did, but it basically happens with any case that you tend to drop when it comes to AirPods. So love this material, love the way they figured out how to make it, one, very thin, and two, have a very snug fit on your AirPods. Now, when you're talking about the regular things, you're gonna get your normal cutouts on the bottom. One thing about the bottom is it's flat. So I don't know where you'll do this, but you can basically set it up and it just stands up on its own. It's like a little, I don't know, it's like a little, I don't know, I like that, all right? I just like the way you can do that. It just stands up on its own. Now, of course, you get your little, your indicator light right here, letting you know your charging status, your battery status, different things like that. Flipping over in your back, you're gonna get that area for your hinge. And where you have your pairing button, you're gonna get a little Kadabe emblem, so you can press that, and it basically lets you know, you can pair it. If you got a pair to do anything like that, you can do it as such. Same thing on the sides right right here when it comes to having your speakers and everything looks good. All of your cutouts are spot on. Now, some of you may be like, T, but this doesn't have magnets. Like, I want my AirPods Pros 2 come with magnets. Why does the case not have magnets? No, this does not have magnets, but it works on everything when it comes to MagSafe. Now, even without it having magnets, the case is so thin, you can kind of still feel that adhesion coming from that magnet trying to pull it to the charger. So no, you may not be able to slap it on a car mount while you're driving and your AirPods charge. You might not be able to do that, but it is so thin that you don't really have to worry about it, and it pops up there and it works just fine. So it works just fine with your MagSafe charger, whether a regular charger. Let's go ahead and bring a Apple Watch charger over here. Let me go ahead and turn on my battery bank, and let me just go ahead and pop it on that. It works, it should work with this if I'm not mistaken. Let me see, let me make sure everything is plugged in and everything is on. It should work with the Apple Watch charger. There it is, boom, now it's working. You gotta make sure you line it up right, and it works just fine with your Apple Watch charger. So this is gonna work with anything Qi charging, anything MagSafe charging. Trust me, it's gonna work, don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be fine. And they come in a few different colors, just like I stated. This is gonna be 35 bucks over on Kadabe's website. And just like I said, I don't really consider the no magnets being a deal breaker, because I spoke with them about this product. And in order to put magnets into this product, it would have had to been at least 50% thicker. Now, you guys know the ESR, the Orbit Hybrid case. I also love that AirPod case. It has magnets built in, but she's a thick boy. It adds a little bit of thickness to your case. This keeps things very thin and minimal. And honestly, I'd rather have that with me sliding these in and out my pockets than to have magnets up there. You pop them on MagSafe, it still works just fine. Just like I stated, you're gonna come in 3 different colors. You're gonna get a blue, which that looks really, really good. And you're also gonna get the amethyst if you have that deep purple iPhone 14 Pro. So these are the 3 colors that you get. Now, I already know you're gonna ask, and Kadabe, I'm pretty sure you're watching this video, you know what the ask is going to be. Are they going to make that crimson color? And I don't know. For right now, these are the 3 colors. Maybe if there's enough demand, get in the comment section down below and say, yo, Kadabe, man, make that crimson color because we want it. And honestly, I'm not even mad. I kind of want it too, because I feel like it'll line up with this line of products so good. So when it comes to the Mezzo, man, this case right here, I really, really like it. I'm glad that Kadabe took their time really coming out with this. I remember them talking about it, and they nailed it. They knocked it out the park with this. Thin, minimal, fit is good. All of your buttons and cutouts are just fine. Works with all the charging. And I mean, it's not going to break the bank. 35 bucks for this quality case. I feel like you really can't go wrong with it, because Kadabe pricing, I feel like, is very, very fair. And like I said, if you are a Sheath lover, you need to go out there right now, hit that link down below, and go ahead and get yourself a Mezzo for the AirPods Pro 2s. Now, of course, it's going to work with the AirPods Pro, I think, first gens, but you're just going to have those cutouts where your speakers and different things are. But these are specifically made for the Gen 2 AirPods. So get down in the comment section, man. Let me know how y'all feel about it. A lot of you were anticipating this video. So get down there, hit it in, and let me know what you got going on. Hit the link down below, get one, and trust me, this is on my AirPods, and it ain't coming off anytime soon. But if you want to check out the Caudabe Sheath, if you're looking at this for your AirPods, but you want to know a little bit more about that Sheath, I'll pop that video above.